one of my very, very, very favorite products that we're going to talk about today is Candidase.
Yep.
We have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people on this product.
Including me.
Yeah, and because we have seen the benefit of what it does. So let's talk about this in regard why it's so important. You know, we have a lot of people that come in, they've changed their diet, they're taking different supplements to help address yeast overgrowth, but they can't seem to get it.
Mm-hmm.
And to me, this is always the important missing link. It's got to start with this product. So let's talk about how this breaks down the biofilm.
Absolutely. Well, I mean, most people know what enzymes do. They break stuff down. We're used to thinking about enzymes for digesting our food. And we're used to even thinking about enzymes for cleaning, right? We put enzymes down the drain and think about that gunk that the enzymes that you're putting down your drain are breaking down. And they actually work very similarly in our bodies. There are certain kinds of enzymes that really excel at breaking down the crud in your gut as it accumulates, biofilms being one of them.
Yes.
Biofilms are basically it's body's protective system to say there's something here that doesn't belong. I'm going to create a barrier over it so it doesn't enter the bloodstream. So it's really interesting. It's like the body being smart, but eventually it's not such a great idea because we need to break it down. We get into a state of imbalance. And enzymes can help to break down those biofilms and help to break down fungal forms. You have to take them on an empty stomach. So that's something that's kind of unique about the Candidase product is that you're not taking it for food digestion. You're taking it to help to break down the candida, the fungal overgrowths, actually anything that is protein-based that does not belong. The enzymes can come in and help to clean those out, which is very different than how most other candida type products work.
Yes. Yes. And
so I like to use them together.
Before we had Candidase on the market, you know, we would, you know, Dr. Trowbridge talked about Podiarco and caprylic acid and all these wonderful, beautiful natural antifungals. And that's what we had and that's what we used. But we would see it was hard on the host. It really took it, you know, it was hard. It's what Dr. Trowbridge called the Herxheimer reaction. And, you know, that's when people are dealing with the breakdown of their own toxins, if you will. It can be very hard on the host. So when this product came out, I don't even know what year this product came out, but I read the research. We ordered it like the next day. It just made sense to me. And I always use the analogy with a biofilm because we've raised 3 boys. I always tell people a biofilm is like having a spaceship with a shield around it. You got to break down the shield to get to the spaceship. And people say, oh, yeah, that. So, you know, this is it's proven to be not only a very effective product, but it's truly an important product when people are on a yeast-free protocol. It's the first thing we start with, of course, probiotics. So we're bringing up the good guys and eating away the bad guys.
Claudia, I want to ask a question here because you said it's hard on the host.
Yes.
What exactly is that? Hard on who's the host?
The host is the person that is working on improving their health.
Got it. So it's hard on the person. Okay.
It's hard on yes. I always say all these critters growing in everybody, the people eating all the junk or hosting what's growing in their body. That's why changing the diet is so incredibly important. But with a product like Candidase, this helps you get ahead of the game, in my opinion. So the product itself, it's cellulase, correct?
Yep. So it's very high cellulase enzymes, which are those enzymes that help to break down fiber. And it's a very high protease, which is the enzymes that help to break down protein. Now, fungal forms are basically a fibrous outer shell and a protein inner shell.
Yes.
So what's really special about using enzymes and how they work so differently than other kinds of things, you mentioned Podiarco, but the grapefruit seed extract,
right?
The colloid clover, all of that. I call them the killers, right?
Yeah.
Clove, things like that. They come along and a lot of them are very high in alkaloids and they're actually kind of disabling. They're starting to cleave those fungal forms, but the person, the host, is left having to detoxify them. Enzymes come along and actually just break everything down. And so you have a lot less of that detoxification after effect and you can push through the cleanse much more quickly.
And to be honest with you, you guys suggest 6 a day, but over the years, we've literally, because people at this point they have such advanced fungal overload. And so we start everybody on 1 capsule a day for a week.
Yeah.
And then we go to 2 the second week, 3 the third week. And from there, once they know how it's interacting with their system and how they feel, then we tell them, get to the 6 a day as fast or slow as you want, but you're working up to 6 a day. And it is important.
Wait a minute, Claudia. I did the 1 a day for a week, and then I did 2 a day, and I've been on 2 a day ever since. You mean I should be on 6 a day?
Yes, I told you got to work up to 6 a day.
I need to write stuff down. Now, can I take all 6 at once, or do I got to take like 3 in the morning and then, have breakfast, and then later on when I got an empty stomach, have another 3? How does it work, Julia?
It's preferable to split it up like that. And Claudia, I love that you start people slow. We call it the low and slow method, because enzymes are cleansing. Yes. And so you don't want to accelerate into that with cleansings ever too quickly. So I love that you start people slowly. As far as timing goes, the most important thing is that it's on an empty stomach.
Right.
But it is preferable to split them up.
All right. So I got to work towards 6 a day now. I got a new goal.
Yeah, there you go. And you're doing great, by the way.
Thank you.
Denny's doing a great job reclaiming his health. It's a beautiful thing to watch, as it is with everybody that's willing to reclaim their health. That's why we do what we do, right?
Most important thing.
That's what it's all about for us. So Denny, work up to 3 in the morning, 3 in the evening, empty stomach. And that's when it really, and then people will say, well, how long do I need to stay at 6 a day? And I tell them, it's up to you as an individual. We've had people that were at 6 a day for 2 months, and some people needed it for 10 months. So, but I think that's the importance of those of us that are guiding people. One of the things we learn over the years, it's best to do it slowly, because we not only for the impact on the individual, but it's important. It's always been important to me and my staff as we guide people. We want their natural health is about the individual participating in it. It's not about us telling people something. It's about them participating, and they're really guiding. We're just there to help guide how they're telling us what they're feeling. So it's important for people to know how they feel. That's why we start everything slow and steady.
So you won't stay on 6 a day for like the rest of your life?
No. Julia, you would agree, correct?
No, I think that the thing that you do for the rest of your life is take a digestive enzyme.
And probiotics.
And probiotics. Because that's going to help break down your food. If you're not breaking down your food completely in your gut, this is one of the ways that these critters, we're going to call them, the bad guys, the bacteria and the biofilms, get into a state of overgrowth. Once you have gone through a cleansing protocol and you've come to a point of balance, then you can kind of go back to the probiotic and the digestive enzyme. But I'll do a course of it, especially after the holidays, if I've been eating some sugar that you normally wouldn't. And then, I kind of go off book for a little while. I'll do a few weeks of Candidase just to help to get me back in balance.
And I think that's important what you're saying, because nothing is, we're not stagnant. Things are always changing, and according to our stress levels and how much we're enjoying goodies around the holidays or summer vacations. So people learn to balance it as they need it. So we do have customers that started it years ago, and they know when they need it. So it's pretty cool.